Okay, part 3. I'm back in the front of the house. 1.41 acres. You got a lot of land here in the front of the home. So right now it's a big hill, but there's opportunities to do something here. Just looked at the map. The fence does appear to follow the property line fairly accurately. So unlike the last two properties that we saw together, where there was fences and then you kind of had to use your imagination on how far back, but the fence line here is fairly accurate. Okay, so they got a lot of artificial grass here. I am actually personally a fan of artificial grass just because it's easy to maintain and it stays green. So they basically have artificial grass across the entire property, but like with anything, when you're an early adopter, and I don't know if they are, but I'm going to make the assumption, over time technologies improve. So number one, this artificial grass doesn't really look that real. They make them pretty good right now, and also, you know, this also is based on installation. And I'm just picking out minor things, but when we're talking about a $3 million property, some of these things matter. Now, I'm saying all this, but you can easily replace it, just like anything that costs money. But you can see the seam lines. You can see the seam lines here. So that's number one. Number two, these are the old and original blades. So what I mean by that, and you can't see this in the video, these are flat blades. And that's how they first made artificial grass. Now when they're flat, it means there's more surface area for sun to hit. So when it's really hot, especially like right now, with this heat wave, you're not going to be able to walk on this with bare feet when the sun's hitting on it. The new technology, the blades are like, it's like a Ruffles potato chips. It's got ridges, less surface area, which also cools it down so that when the sun is hitting it, you can still walk on it. So I actually used that and redid my entire yard with the artificial grass with the newer blades, and just frankly a better installation job than this. So anyways, just a little tidbit there. Okay, so we got nice, well, this is going to require some maintenance. So we didn't talk about like your yard maintenance, but when you're talking about such a big lot, there's going to be a good amount of maintenance regardless. If you do want to have a nice plants, flowers, etc. So we just went around the side of the house. So again, more artificial grass here. We're here at the guest house, a little deck structure here there. We've got some construction going on, so I apologize for that noise. Looks like this tree, you know, had to be maintained, cut, because it was encroaching on the property and probably messed up the fence. But that property, you know, Susan, you did call out on the satellite map. You know, this is why we go shoot these videos, so we can actually confirm. You know, this Google satellite did look like there was good separation between the properties, but when I'm here, they're actually a little bit, you know, you feel them more than I thought you would. So the neighbor is right here. Now there's good privacy because of the the trees here, but there is a property really close. That one that I assume would be far enough or wouldn't really kind of be in your view is straight ahead there. So it is far away, but you can see their home, right? It's not backing up into open space, which I know you prefer. And then on the right, which I already pointed out in the bathroom, this downstairs, or sorry, the master bathroom toilet, which is downstairs, that home here looks down. So, and there's like there's a trampoline there, but I can see a whole bunch of leaves. I don't think it gets used. But anyways, yeah, neighbors are, they're still close. Now they're not as close as the last couple properties that we saw, or I'm sorry, Silver Springs. So there is more distance between, but you know, you're not feeling like you're kind of tucked away with a super private property. So, and then there's that basketball court right there. Okay, so back to the test. I'm just looking at a couple things here. I mean, this is probably minor, but they got a drip system going here for these plants. But as you can see, a lot of moisture right here at the base. It's probably from this drip system. I don't know, could even be maybe this like fountain here. But you don't want to see that. You don't want to see moisture, too much moisture at the base. And that's why I'm actually not a fan of. I know a lot of homes have this where you've got plants right at the base of the foundation. I mean, that's just, you got roots and you got water. It's not really, you don't need to do that, especially when you got all this land. So you can easily just take that out if you want, hardscape or something. But we're in this little pebbled area, so here it's set up for like a outside. Here's one hangout dining area, and then you have this main this is a stoned outside grill area here with how many burners is this? Oh, sorry, yeah, haven't cleaned it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 burners, yeah. And then pizza oven or stove. No, pizza oven, sorry. And then a sink with no faucet. And then fridge. Alright, so some fine tuning needs to happen there. And then we have a fireplace, outdoor fireplace, another hangout area. So we'll call this main level, and then we'll come down to the pool. A little bit more modern of a pool versus Silver Springs. Got the artificial grass around it, chicken coop, so that's nice if you're into that. And then the pool pump. So we do have a creek here, so right now definitely not going to be any water, but there is a creek here. I don't know if you can see it, but the neighbor has their irrigation. Everything's flowing through those tubes down into the creek. So that's nice that you at least have this back here. So assuming that there is a drainage system in here. Here's another seam line. These just bother me. Sorry. Seam line. So again, for a $3 million property, you could do better than this. But again, you can fix it. So anyways, you got water that can come down here. Because you're on the front side of the home, you're below street level. You want to make sure there's a good drainage system, and hopefully everything is flowing, which appears like the neighbor over there did doing. We've got this on this property, and something that will, you know, let's pretend you're interested in this. We want to verify that drainage system and plan. So here's a well, and then we got these beautiful redwoods. So it's serving some shade and privacy. These are actually just stumps kind of put here as decorative, or so I don't think that there were, yeah, definitely not 4 trees there. Those are just stumps. So over here, it's like the only spot that kind of feels like you know, you could be up in the hills with endless acreage, but it's really not. But at least it has that endless forest feeling. And then this wraps around back to the main structure. Okay. So in summary, you know, I do think that although again there's decent separation from neighbors, how everything's situated, it doesn't feel as private as it could. Again, I like the layout of the main house, and I believe it's got functional space that you're looking for. It's got the guest house. Foundation issue you would need to address or live with if you're okay with that slope. both in the guest house and here in the main room, main structure. So this is the first video. Hope you found it useful. I'm happy to do this for any property. Again, we only went out once, so I really didn't get to go through as much kind of vetting your criteria. I know you probably heard me sprinkle it in here and there, but as we do this, as you give me feedback on the video itself, I will collect your feedback, and these become more and more relevant. Each video will be more and more relevant, and so that again you feel confident, have a good understanding of what you're looking for. So this was number 1 video, and again, happy to do others. Just let me know, and please give me your feedback. And then also, if this is of interest, if you do want to come and see it in person. Okay. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Neil. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.